Welcome back to Harley Street Beauty, the brand new show which reveals exactly how to get the look you've always wanted. Harley Street Beauty is also your one-stop advice centre for the complex world of cosmetic surgery. So if you're thinking of making changes to your body, face, teeth or hair, we quiz some of the world's top cosmetic surgeons straight from London's Harley Street, who will help you decide whether to take that all-important plunge. This week on Harley Street Beauty. The secret to getting celebrity-style tans.
I'm really wary of having a fake tan because I was worried about going orange.
A mini facelift in theatre with Professor James Frame.
It's just a question of really trying to satisfy her expectations.
Essential advice on Invisalign invisible braces.
I don't really have the perfect smile.
As women and men age, there are a multitude of different options on the market for tightening and lifting products. Some start with Botox, fillers and creams to prevent the signs of aging. When everything has been tried and tested and an individual is considering surgery to lift and tighten the face, it doesn't have to be as drastic as a facelift.
Facelift? Well, it's just like plastic surgery and just put your face on.
I know somebody's having one.
What do you think about that?
It's up to them really.
If I was older and I had the money, because it's so much more acceptable nowadays, I'd definitely get something done to the wrinkles and the teddy bear mouth, which is already progressing, so I'll probably just get that done.
Well, it's a lot of money. I'd rather spend it on a holiday.
Susie Walker knows well the pressure of being pictured and living in the limelight. However hard she's tried to prevent the ageing process, in her eyes, her lower face isn't as tight as she would like.
Just slightly helping enhance this sort of area.
Let's head over to see what a mini facelift or nip tuck is all about.
Well, the thing I'm having done today is called a nip and tuck, which is a sort of minor procedure that you have done before you have a facelift done. It's when you're, you know, as you get older you'll have a facelift, but it's something that if you're not quite ready for that, it's just slightly helping enhance this sort of area. I'm not ready to have a facelift done, so I believe in just having little bits and pieces to try and prevent, you know, aging as much as possible.
102.73, not too bad.
It won't last as long as a facelift, but a facelift is obviously a lot severe and a lot more major surgery, and so I didn't feel I was quite ready for that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to give that a go today under a local anaesthetic, so I don't think it's a severe procedure to have done. So I'm hoping it's going to, you know, I'm going to be pleased with the outcome.
Find out how Susie's surgery went a bit later in the show. Every year, brides-to-be spend millions topping up their tans, scheduling multiple sunbed sessions or booking holidays in the sun. But with the reported health risks associated with these methods, it seems many people are turning to the fake tan market to get that sun-kissed look. So what do you think about fake tan?
I've yet to find a really good tan, it might be now, that actually works on the face as well as on the body, and you can apply makeup on without it going a bit too, it just never sits right.
I think, you know, with the costumes that we wear, and we show a lot of flesh as well, I think particularly for the girls, they want to look good, and you always look better with some colour, and you know, we always look forward to our tans.
If you've been unsure about the results of fake tan, that could all be about to change. Abby Olek, or Abby O, is the celebrities and TV shows' favourite tanner. Beau Bronze is a little secret passed on amongst friends in the media and beauty industry. Award-winning Beau Bronze is an environmentally aware company with a progressive approach to the beauty industry. We headed to Brown's Hotel in Mayfair to get tips from Abby as she sprayed Olympic skier Shemi Alcott. I've come to Brown's Hotel in the heart of Mayfair to meet with Abby O, owner and founder of Beau Bronze tanning products. She is the person that the celebrities call on when they're looking for the perfect natural fake tan. So today we're getting all the tips and advice we can do from Abby. As you can see behind me is a spray tanning booth, so we're going to have Shemi, who's an Olympic skier and she's also been on Dancing on Ice recently, and also Miss Black Britain, Rakaya. They're both having their spray tan done by Abby today. She's going to be giving us fantastic tips and advice, do's and don'ts to get that perfect natural spray tan.
So hello, my name is Abby O and I am the founder of Beau Bronze Spa Tanning Products and a partner in Abby O Retail Tanning Products. I developed such a passion for natural organic ingredients and especially paraben-free products. At the time when I started Beau Bronze, which was 10-11 years ago now, my best friend was working in a sunbed shop and there wasn't such control over the sunbeds that there is now. And she's okay, but unfortunately she was diagnosed as A1 candidate for skin cancer, and this was because she was using the sunbeds daily. So it really highlighted for me the dangers of sunbeds and also of the natural sun. So combine that with my passion for natural organic products, I started looking at alternative methods for tanning.
My name's Shemi Olka. I'm Britain's triple Olympian in winter sports. I'm coming back to do one more Olympics in Sochi in 2014, and obviously London is really caught up in Olympic fever, and I'm really excited to be part of that, especially because I am going to come back to the sport that I love. My relationship with beauty has changed a lot since I was about 15. When I was younger, because I'm in a male-dominated sport, I chose to not be feminine. I thought, you know, if I act boyish, if I'm a tomboy, then people take me more seriously for what I do, and I did that for about 5 years, but I was definitely suppressing this part of me that wanted to go and get my nails and hair done and wanted to feel confident in myself, because my sport is about confidence. And I think what people don't understand is that it takes the same amount of confidence to stand up and be beautiful as a woman as it does to go in the start gate and go 80 miles an hour.
My name's Rakaya Tago. I'm from Liverpool, as you can tell, but I live in London. I'm a part-time estate agent and I'm also a part-time model, the current Miss Black Britain, but I'm currently in the running for the semi-finals of Miss England as well. So I've came here today to get an Abby O spray tan ready for the finals.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spray on some organic aloe vera and some fruit acids. So the organic aloe vera is going to hydrate the skin, and the fruit acids I'm just going to remove any surface dead skin cells. So basically there's going to be a light, natural golden tan that we apply to the entire body. Looking like we've just had a few days in a nice Kent English garden.
I literally said, I'm really wary of having a fake tan because I was worried about going orange. She said, right, I guarantee that you'll love it, you'll feel better about yourself. So I said yes, and she gave me the tan, and it was really easy. I just walked away, I even went training that evening. Genuinely, I was hooked after that first time, and every week I went in and I said, can I go darker, can I go darker?
I used to go on the sunbed before, and ever since I tried Abby O products, it's just so much healthier for your skin, but it just looks really natural as well. She uses all natural products and everything like that, and it's quite shimmery as well. She uses shimmer mica, so I swear by it. Sunbeds have gone out the window. Abby O is the new sunbed.
I feel like more toned with a tan as well. I feel like, you know, if I'm having a fat day or, you know, that time of the month, if I go and get a tan, naturally straight away, I'm like, oh God, I look much better.
Swimming is going to cause the tan to come off. Steam rooms, saunas. If you have a hot bath, it's best to put a toweling robe on and pat dry. You want to use a really good moisturiser or tan extender with your spray tan.
It's time for our home beauty part of the show now, where we tell you how to get celebrity chic right from the comfort of your own home with the help of our in-house team. This week we head to celebrity salon Locanigo in Chelsea to join Jonathan Long, stylist to the stars, as he gives his advice to all those busy mums out there.
Busy mums, we all know what it's like. But it doesn't mean you don't need to look glamorous or a little bit cool. What we've done today is a modern Victorian, and this is something that's really nice, easy and quick. It's something I did for a shoot a while ago, and we did it on Chelsea Davy for the royal wedding, and it was called Artfully Dishevelled. So come on ladies, come and have a go. I'm going to give it a bit of back combing all the way through just to create some volume, and then we're going to put it into a nice low ponytail which we're going to leave tucked up in itself. What we do, back comb all the way through the hair. If you want, you can use a bit of hairspray. Doesn't necessarily leave much, but just a tiny bit just underneath. Take a fine tooth comb and just hold the tension and just give it a little bit of a back comb. From the bottom to the top, all the way through the sides. Create as much volume as you can get. Take a Mason Pearson brush or any other brush you can get, just a soft bristle brush, and brush it through. So you smooth out the whole top part so it's not so fluffy. And now you're just going to smooth it off. Just gently smoothing it all away. So you're just bringing it back. Put it into a low ponytail using 2 bands to wrap around the hair. And then you just take it, put it at the base. And then instead of pulling the ponytail all the way through, leave it tucked into itself. So then you just take a piece of the hair from underneath. You can just pull that out a little bit more. And just wrap it around the band. Pin with the Kirby grip. If you want to make it a little bit chicer and a little bit more edgy, you can bag it out at the sides, and then just for that extra little bit of a touch, run your fingers over the top. You'll make it a little bit fluffy, but fluffy is good. And that is what I call a modern Victorian for a busy mum.
Coming up on Harley Street Beauty. We're back with top surgeon James Frame to see how Susie's op went.
The only real complication was the fact that she really doesn't have any body fat.
Essential advice from one of the UK's leading dental clinics on invisible braces.
On average in my practice, it's between 8 months and a year is how long the process takes.
Invisible braces are becoming much more affordable all the time, and their subtlety means that many more people are stepping forward to fix up their smiles. We headed out onto the streets to find out what you thought.
I found out about Invisalign on the internet. I was searching for another alternative to fixed braces.
If I was going to get braces, I'd have to get the invisible one. Invisible braces? What's that? I don't know. Yeah, I guess that would be easier for them to get them on.
Aviva Cosmetic Dentistry kindly offered to educate us on Invisalign invisible braces, so we travelled to leafy Hertfordshire to find out more. I'm not going to lie, I've always had a bit of a phobia about going to the dentist, but I'm here today at the Aviva clinic to meet with Dr. Julian to find the best solution for my teeth. Because they say in television you have to have a perfect smile. I don't really have the perfect smile. So let's see what he's got to offer.
There are a number of processes a number of techniques that can be used to actually straighten people's teeth, and something we use in my practice a lot is Invisalign.
So tell me, Julian, what do you have to do to me now? No drills or
needles, I hope? No drills. We only have to do 4 things. It's very straightforward. We have to take some photographs, we take some impressions of your mouth, very accurate.
Okay.
Take a bite registration just to register how your teeth come together, and we take 1 X-ray.
We find with Invisalign we can simply and easily move teeth around to the right position. It's a process which involves taking impressions of someone's mouth, sending it off to a laboratory in California, and there they put the impressions into a CAT scanner, and using some special software they'll create a 3D model on a computer screen of someone's teeth. They then make a sequence of trays, and these trays are sort of like a second skin to the teeth, very, very thin, hard trays, and they will fit very tightly on the teeth.
It'll take about 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how quick they do that procedure in the States. So the impressions will go from here to America, they're FedExed over, and they will then make multiple trays, each one slightly different from the one before, moving the teeth just gradually until we get you in the right place.
This is the trays that we use. The retainer fits very, very accurately onto the teeth. It's like a second skin, as I say, and the Invisalign lab will make a number of these aligners. The number can vary, say, from 14, 16 for a simple case to maybe as much as 25, 30, even more, depending on how many need to be made. And the patient will wear these for 2 weeks at a time and then change it over.
So the final stage in the Invisalign process is to take an X-ray just to confirm that there's no issues, there's no decay around, there's no
gum disease issues, that there are no abscesses, that generally, health-wise, you're all okay. And that's it. And then that's come out. Come on out, Naomi, well done. That's lovely. Very good. That was it. And over a period of, on average in my practice, it's between 8 months and a year is how long the process takes.
Right. So I'm really excited to see the results, but you want me to come back to you in roughly 4 to 6 weeks you should have the tray?
4 to 6 weeks. What will happen, Invisalign will send me a clin check, which is a computerised mock-up of where we move your teeth to. I'll confirm that I'm happy with that, and as long as I'm happy with that, we'll then click the box and we'll accept that. And then it'll take maybe a couple of weeks for them to send the trays from them. So it's between 4 to 6 weeks total before we actually get to start the process.
So you'll see me back here at Julian's clinic at some point next month to try out my new braces. Exciting stuff, Julian. Thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Earlier in the show, we spoke to former model Susie Walker as she was about to have her nip tuck surgery, also known as a mini facelift.
As you get older, you'll have a facelift, but it's something that, if you're not quite ready for that, it's just slightly helping enhance this sort of area.
A mini facelift can achieve similar results to a full facelift, but is a less involved operation. We're back with top surgeon James Frame to see how Susie's op went.
We've just operated on Susie, and the operation that she had was what we call a lower third lift. It's like a nip and tuck procedure.
All we're asking to do is to pull that bit up. That's all she's asking, to get a little bit of a tightness around that point there.
And the only real complication was the fact that she really doesn't have any body fat.
To her advantage, it would be to put weight on generally, as opposed to just a small area. So yes, I could put fat in that area. It'd make it too go-for-like.
When you are pulling somebody with low body fat, it does tend to make the face look slightly thinner. It's not really a complication, but it's more as an observation. One is always better to try and avoid this type of surgery and consider more of a putting on weight.
We'll be freeing up this little patch here, and this bit I'll grab some of that and pull it to here, and I'll be progressively pulling it in like that.
This is called scarless facelifting, because the scar is the majority of which is in a skin crease.
Local anaesthetic, it goes on a dental syringe. It's nothing special, but there is lidocaine with adrenaline. And it's dental syringe, it's a nice long thin needle, so it doesn't usually hurt as much. So what we start off with is a jab. You have to tell Susie it's going to hurt a bit. Oh, it's going to hurt a bit.
Oh my god.
What's that whinge about? You didn't feel that.
Wicked, I did.
That was local anaesthetic, that's the smallest thing you had. I'll tell you what it is, you've got oversensitive skin there.
It's an incision in front of the ear, to the lower pole of the ear, and then up behind the ear. A little bit of undermining, which separates the skin and what very thin layer of fat that she has from the underlying muscles. And then the muscle plus this layer called the SMAS layer is elevated.
This is what the orthopaedic guys use for tendon repairs, and we've been using it for this for a good few years now. Right, so. That's all.
It's fine.
And that is then pulled up into a vectored position to try and achieve the lower third face pull and a vertical neck lift. So through one small little incision, 2 sutures and a skin trimming procedure, she now has quite a nice tight little lower third of face.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Really good. Really pleased. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, really pleased.
The wounds will need to be inspected in a week's time by the nurses, and then the sutures from the front of the ear will be removed then. I put glue over the sutures because she doesn't want to wear any form of dressings, and the glue will help control the possibility of infection of that wound.
When we called it a hitch stitch, you just thought there's going to be like a little pull on a... I said to my mum, but it mostly be like 10 minutes. Like, I really thought half an hour, a couple of stitches. There's all stitches in front of my ears, which is mad. Really, without an anaesthetic.
You're not expecting that?
No, not at all. But I'm pleased it's done, and obviously I'm pleased in a way because you know it's going to be stronger. Hopefully it'll support it. Because I don't know, what I definitely thought there'd be a lot less involved. So I'm really pleased.
She'll be washing her hair tomorrow. She'll be doing everything as per normal in a few weeks' time.
I'm driving back and doing the school run, which is a bit mad.
I don't want her straining. I don't want her chewing very hard objects like crusty loaves. So she'll be on a sort of reasonably nutritious sort of liquid type diet for the next week or so.
Are we going to go in the wheelchair now?
Yeah, I've done it, yes. That's all that Lana said.
Oh, she's spoiled.
So I'll see her probably around about 3 months because I know everything's going to go all right, and it's just a question of really trying to satisfy her expectations. You know, I try my hardest to make sure they are realistic before we start, but if there's any doubt, then obviously we have to be in a position to counter any problems that we may get into psychologically with her.
Join us next week for more top tips on looking and feeling gorgeous. Bye for now.